Hey, how's it going there, guys? eltonmcfall here, aka Retro Old School. Oh, it's just such another motivating day here in Montreal and like so many places in the world where fall comes around, and it definitely ain't summer no more. When it gets dark at 5 o'clock, it's just tough to deal with, and the cold settles in. It gets colder and colder, and to make things worse, of course, most of the days are cloudy, and if there's sun, there's usually not a ton of it. Anywho, well, I got an idea a few months ago, or several months ago, when I filmed a bunch of, when I framed a bunch of vintage ads I have for a customer who's got a car dealership. I'll give him a plug. It's called Montreal West Motors, but West is not spelled in English, it's spelled in French, so it's O-U-E-S-T. This guy's more of a performance car type of dealer out in Vaudreuil. So it's a play on words, like it's just west of Montreal, you know. This guy just sold it. I just framed it yesterday. I sold it on Facebook Marketplace. That's a rare 1926 Dreadnought tire chains. Yeah. So as you guys know, as I show pretty regularly on my channel, I love to frame ads and pictures, as you can see. There'll be a little bit more on this one in a moment. But anyway, so I got this frame yesterday from a secondhand store. I'll show you that in a while. I got it for peanuts. You know, most of these old frames I pay peanuts. I never pay too much for them. And and then I thought to myself, yeah, what could I frame that goes with that frame, as you'll see in a moment. Then I got this awesome 59 Ford Trucks ad. As you can see, you got the pickup, you got the Ranchero, which was only made between 57 and 59. And then, of course, years later would come back on a Falcon platform. You got your 4x4 there. Yeah, very groovy. Too much light compensation there. You got your COE, cab over engine tractor. Looks more like a shunter, that one now. But anyway, so I figured, yeah, like I figured a few months ago, I said to myself, you know, I put a lot of effort and pride in framing almost everything you see here and elsewhere in my place. So I figured I'll show you guys how I do it with these old frames. So here's the old frame I bought yesterday. And I mean, sorry, I shouldn't say old because it's vintage. And I'm going to tell you why it's vintage. Because as you're going to see in a moment, they're not like clips where you set the backing to frame your item. It's like these pins, and it works, but it's not great, you know. So anyway, so after I fix up this ad, I'm going to put it on a black matted paper, which I have over here on my desk. I bought some this morning, and it's going to be like that, like yay, and it's going to look really cool, you know. So anyway, I'm going to set up the tripod, and then I'm going to show you how I'm going to fix this ad a little bit on the edges that are worn out. Okay, so I got my regular camera set up here on the tripod. Here's the backing to the frame I bought. This was the side facing the glass, and there was no picture or anything in there, but with that type of frame, I can only imagine. Surely it was not automotive art that was in there. There's the back of it, which definitely gives you an idea of the age of the frame. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this as a little, like, just a place to do a little work here. And what I'm going to do, watch what I'm going to do here. I just want to check to see this thing isn't out of focus, because it was going out of focus when I set it up. All right, it's beautiful. All right, so now this is the only way I know to fix this, because if I don't fix this, I'm going to have to cut it down, and I don't want to cut the ad down. So what I'm going to do, see, I got some old pages here from a 50s magazine, and you can see the color is pretty much the same and everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut a little piece here, just like that. I'll take my little masking tape. Now the reason why I use masking tape is because Scotch tape, clear tape, transparent tape has a stronger adhesive backing. So that'll, from experience, unfortunately, over time the adhesive will start to show in through the ad, because the paper is so thin. And that's why, unfortunately, this stuff is fantastic to collect. But like a lot of the real classic cars, is fragile, so you gotta be like careful with that, you know. So what I'm just taking her down a peg like that, like this, put that here, and then what I do, take this, and I take my little, where did I put my little piece here? There it is. No, that's, yeah, okay, there we go, like that. Make sure it's lined up with the tape. Oh, actually it's a little bit big, eh? Actually, I don't think I made my tape big enough. Well, that's okay though. And I just put it like this. It doesn't have to be perfect, you know. And then I just put it like that. See? Yeah, see? Not good as new, but good enough. This, I don't think I'm going to bother fixing it. I'll leave it like that so people can see that it's a real ad and not a duplicate. Because a lot of people, they think, you know, or they suggest to me, say, oh, well, Elton, you know, why don't you sell copies? Why don't you sell prints? Why would I want to sell that when I have thousands of originals? Who the hell wants to buy a copy, a print of something? People want original. They want the real McCoy. Now, another thing I could do, which I thought about avoiding because I don't really have to. This little line, sometimes I cut them down, but it's pretty close. I don't think I have to. All I have to do is just join this together, right? So that line doesn't show. So what I do is usually, because I'm a lefty, I think I do it. So usually what I do is I put the, actually no, wait, yeah, usually I take a small piece of tape and I put it on this side, half on that side. But in this case, I'm going to put it on this guy here, just like that, just like this. Hopefully years later, whoever owns this, it's not going, the adhesive won't go through, because I can't guarantee that it won't, even though it's, you know, it's less adhesive than clear tape. So we just go like this gently. Another advantage to using the masking tape too is that it's very sticky, but the clear tape is too sticky. So if you fuck this up, if you screw this up, you might damage this paper by trying to start over, tearing it, taking it off the tape. I just want to make sure this thing is still in focus. And it doesn't look like it is. Is it? I can't really tell. I gotta stop this a second. God, does the mirror does it not look in focus? I guess it is. Okay. Oh, I gotta make sure I don't bloody tip over the tripod. It's right next to me, so. Alright, now. So as I was saying, this is where you join the pages together. Now this can be easy, can be really tricky because you're trying to line up everything correctly, eh? Now in this case, I'm also, see what I'm doing is I'm keeping this like the left edge of this page closest to the other one so that I can line it perfectly. And right there, see, I'm already seeing it's not easy, man. Not easy to do this. I think I got it. Booyah! Just like that. Done. Okay? So this guy, I could fix it right there. That little tear there, I'm like, meh, no point. Just like this is okay. This one's a little bit bigger though. This one I'm going to fix it. This here I might actually cut it down because it's quite off. I don't know. Yeah, I might cut that down a little bit. So we'll take another little tiny piece here. Tiny piece. Just like that. Just like that. Just a little piece of tape. Tiny piece of tape. Actually, I had a tiny piece of tape. Where did it go? Oh, yeah. There we go. And this one we'll just go like this. just like that. And I just want to just oh yeah, if you don't know, I'm visually impaired, so a little bit tricky for something this small though. There we go, that'll do. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just try to, stick it under here, right? Yeah. Oh boy. Not obvious sometimes. There we go. Just put it like that. There you go. See? No harm, no foul. Okay, so now, where's my ruler? I don't need this anymore, I think. Is that my ruler? Where's my ruler? Oh boy. Where's the ruler? There it is. Man, you know how long I've had this ruler, man? I must have had this, I think. We probably had this 20, 25 years. So what I'm going to do now, since I'm standing, I'm going to just cut this down here a peg. Let's say about this much. Yeah, like that. I got to be careful cutting this because I could actually end up cutting more than I want, so I have to go real nice and easy. There we go. Okay, that's gone. Okay, that's a lot better. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop recording so I can set myself up so that I can cut the paper with the glass. And then I'm going to have to wash that glass also. Now you can see why I like to have that table covered. I've cut up so many pieces of paper that look what it's done all over the years, you know. All right, I didn't need to take the glass to use that to cut this this Bristol board type paper. Actually, all I need is, it's better with the glass because the glass serves as weight on the paper so it doesn't move, but I can actually just use this not so great cardboard. Yeah, which by the way, actually, when I'm done, when I get actually to frame the ad, this is not going to be on the back side. This is going to be facing the glass because it's pretty nasty. So yeah, as somebody mentioned to me a long time ago, what's great about doing this is that this is, you know, in actuality, as we're such a disgustingly wasteful society, it's not even funny. It's a great way of recycling. Renew, because what does recycling means? It means to renew, to reuse, recycle, right? Doesn't matter if it's frames or cars, clothing, whatever. Okay, that looks pretty good. I'm just gonna move that a little closer, I think. All right, how's it looking here? Is good? All right. There we go. Wait a minute, hang on. There we go. Oh shit. Ooh, I just veered off there. See, that's not too good. Okay, now this is the more fun part coming up here. Okay, so got our paper here. What's this underneath here? Oh, okay. So going back to the masking tape, I'm gonna move this chair here. It's actually better to do this standing because it's easier to see if you're got your picture in line with the whole matting, and then later on, of course, with the frame. So I'm going to take this, flip her over, take a couple little pieces of tape. Alright, don't need much. And what are you going to do is the old trick here. Am I showing this right or what? Okay, yeah, so you just, what I do is I just take it like this. I think my mom showed me this a long time ago. Right? Okay. Put that on the edge. There you go. Take your other one. Roll it up. Is that looking okay or what? Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to mention, it's 15 years ago today that I quit, 5 years ago today, 5 years ago that I quit smoking. So I'm very proud of myself. And you can do it too, by the way. I always encourage people to do it. They can do it. But the thing is, you can't do that. You can do it cold turkey like I did, but you gotta prepare for that mentally. You can't just do it like that. It doesn't work. But once you prepare mentally that you're gonna do it, but you have to have a plan, you know, on how you're gonna keep from smoking. That's the thing, see? That's why the sudden quitting doesn't really work. What the hell is this here now? More cut up. Well, that looks pretty aligned. Okay. Okay. That looks great. All right. So now I'm going to stop this a moment because I got to clean that glass. Yeah, that's going to look really cool. By the way, you can see the oh shit, I'm sorry. Okay, so we'll just there you go. Oopsie, I have to fix that, I think. Maybe not. There you go. Give you a better shot out there. Pretty cool, eh? All right. So I'm going to pause that and clean that glass. You know, most of these old or vintage frames that I've bought, from experience, you have to clean both sides of the glass. They're usually dirty on both sides. It's amazing how dirt, dust, and whatever gets even inside the frame, you know? Weird. I could take all those pins out, but I figure it's better to leave them there actually. The same thing with this this wire here, because if I take it out, I'm just going to have to put it back in, you know? Well, I'm putting in my Bristol board with the ad on the other side, and that I just realized that I got so many of those pins on the edges. Can I even actually put this in properly? Should be okay. Should. No, yeah, it should be all right. Okay, we'll have a look to see what it's going to look like, to see if it's leveled, if it's clean enough and so forth. Still got the price tag on there. Oh yeah, that's going to look great. That's going to look great. Yeah. All right. Now sometimes with these old frames, actually no, with anything you frame, sometimes the cardboard backing, which is here, may not be enough to keep your said image flat. I mean, if it's an actual photo, a photo has a certain thickness, right? A heavy gauge paper, as it's known. That paper, the cardboard is good, but the ad itself is so thin. If you're not sure that this is enough to keep all that flat, you might have to add some extra paper, which is what I usually do, to make sure that the ad is going to stay flat, especially with these bloody pins, which they're not too good. They're not great, frankly. And as a matter of fact, there's a shed load of them missing, as I'm noticing. That's going to be just fun framing. This we don't need. Bunch of gibberish here. Bye bye. Actually, but I don't know. I think that the way I'm thinking is that because whatever was framed there forever in this frame for God knows how many decades, right? The backing was like this. But you see, I'm thinking like I've done before, if I put it this way, there's going to be some pressure maybe from this side to keep the image flat. But just to be safe, I'm going to go find some other stuff to put in between. No, why are you out of focus? You fucking son of a bitch. Alright, I found something. I think that should do the trick here. Good heavy gauge cardboard. Put that like that. Right. And this guy. Oh boy. Okay, that wasn't a good idea. Oh my God, did I even put that on the right side? Thank God. Alright, now the question is, how am I going to do this here? I think we're going to have to go like this way here. Good, nice and tight. The tighter, the better. So how much do you guys think? How much do you guys think I'm going to want to sell this thing for when it's done? Isn't that the $25,000 question, eh? That's good. Oh, yeah, that's tight. Nice and tight. Very good. Very, very good. There we go. Oh, shit. All right, let's have a look again how that looks. Yeah, it looks great. That looks fantastic. Wait till I clean it up. It's going to look even better. Yeah? Mm-hmm. Right. Now comes the fun part, eh? Well, the good news is that this cardboard backing is really nice and tight. That's great. That's actually rare that it happens. Like really tight. I almost don't even need to put any of those pins or those miniature nails back in. That's the bad news, is that half of them are missing. But again, the cardboard is so tight. I think I just need to put maybe 2-3 more of these pins about here and here, and then the rest I think I'll just put tape here and there just to make sure it's nice and tight. So yeah, I got my little toolbox here, my tool tray, to see if I have any more of these small pins or other things I can do. Like this might be good. This nail here. But yeah, it's not hard to see why they don't make frames like that anymore with these kinds of pins, because they fall out. You know, they're not. They work, they don't work. I'll give you an example here why they're not great. Okay. See, like this frame here that I framed. This ad. This is a Canadian ad that I framed. I don't know, a few months ago, and see, again, it's really old. Probably about the same age, probably 50, 60 years old. And what happened is that there's the cardboard backing. I should have used something thicker because, see, the paper's already got waves in it. I don't know if you can see it. So I would have to re-fucking do that. I'm like, man, I don't really feel like it right now anyway. So let me see if I can put some of these in here. More of these. See, what I do is I take these pliers here like this, you see, and I just force them in. Sometimes I use a hammer even. Oh, that's great. That's great. Yeah, sometimes I'll even use screws if I can. Whatever works, man. Whatever keeps that in place. Look, I'm using a screw right now. Make sure I don't get screwed. Be better if I screwed it in though. I got a star head somewhere. Shit, come on now. See? Huh. There we go. Very good. Here's another one I could use maybe. What about this one? It doesn't matter if none of this is flush with the actual frame, because again, you have your cord here that's going to be hanging, you know, so it doesn't matter really. Take this one here. Yeah, very good. Okay. And more, we need more. What about this guy? Yes, sir. Oh, that's not good. I could even use this guy. Again, they're all star head. You know? Here. Come on now. Oh, not good. That's it, baby. Get in there. That's it. Nice and tight. Gotta be tight, okay? Alright, let's see again how that looks. A little checkup on her. Yeah, that looks great. Okay, it's not perfectly lined up, but it's close. Okay, what else we got here? These are okay. That one's missing one. Right here, corner. One of those stupid pins fell out even when I was handling this stupid thing. Okay, yes. We're almost done, man. We are. I think this is good. Ooh, still missing a few here though. Yeah, a couple. Gotta need a couple of those here. Ugh. Yeah. Good old star head. Good old star head. Whoops. Oh shit, that didn't go well. That didn't fucking work. Damn it. Okay, now I think we got it now. Okay. One more. We need one more. One more. Well, okay, I won't bore you with the rest of that there. Well, there you go. She's done. Seems to be fitting that I have it next to, that I put it next to my GM New Look bus painting, because those GM New Looks came out in 1959. So 59 was a very, very important year for American cars in more ways than one. And in this case, trucks. So there you go, man. Looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. The only thing I think, looking at it now, I regret not doing was evening out the bottom here, because these magazine pages, when you take them out of a magazine, a lot of times, unless it's a centerfold, meaning the two pages are together, when you lay them out, they're going to look like that. They're going to look uneven like that. You can see a different quality in between shooting this in my room, my office, than here on the wall in my hallway. Anyway, if you're interested in this and you're in Montreal, or you're coming to Montreal, $30, non-negotiable. Thanks for watching, and I'm glad to have made this video so people can see, not everybody obviously, but a lot of people can see how much effort I put into framing, not the small stuff, but especially these bigger ads. They're much more work, so. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Adios. Bye-bye.